Hi guys, it's Michelle McCosh and we are live at 5. Hi guys, it's Michelle McCosh. Hey Selena. Hi Chantel. Hi Andrea. Hey Jen. Hi Jill. Hi Vicky. Alright, so I got a couple things to show and then we'll finish the card we started yesterday and then we'll start another one. I had an idea for. So, well, I think that, yeah, we'll probably get started. So I sent out an email today. The new 49er Market is shipping tomorrow. So I have put that up for pre-order if anybody's interested. It's kind of like a pastel steampunk collection from Joanna Baines, but it is on our website if you want to take a peek. Hey, Michelle. I have one advent calendar left from Spellbinders, if anyone's interested. This is the one with the 24 openings with dies in it and stencils and other things. And then I have 2 of the Stitchmas. So these are bigger sets, and it's 12 different die sets. They have all kinds of things online to entice you to get it. So all kinds of samples they make. So this is that one. It doesn't, some of them have to, are for year round, obviously, but some of them can be used just for the holidays or year round. So 2 of the Stitchmas and 1 of the Advent left. I'm going to turn YouTube off. Okay, hang on. Okay, so that's left. 49er Market's up, and then I'm almost finished with This Is Another Class coming up. This is going to be an in-person album, so I've almost finished it. I'm just working on the tag inserts that I made, and I'm going to do some extra flap pockets, but I thought I would just show you really quickly. Hi, Robin. Just really quickly. So I've just got to finish the flaps and the tags. So I've made every end a pocket, and I'm going to put flaps in here. And I've left mine so that I can slide photos in. But this again is going to be limited kits, and I'm probably going to do something here as well. So that is an album that is coming up in, well, soon. I'll put it up this week. I'm sure I can finish it tomorrow. I started it late yesterday, and I did most of that today. Okay. So what else did I have to tell you? There was something else. Let me go check my just in. told you about the Sizzix Tim Holtz Christmas. Let me just... Oh, yeah, and the class for the winter box I put up yesterday. Okay, let's exit out of that and come back here. Okay, so let's finish the card that we had started on yesterday. So I found some of I actually had everything nicely laid out, and then because I had to use a different stand yesterday, I thought, oh, I'll just move it out the way for today, and I caught the end on my table and everything went flying. So I was lucky I found it. I have a bat die. I found a moon die. I've got some stickers, and I found a chain, and we'll make a little collar for him. So let us grab the little die cut machine. Cut a bat, make a moon, and we'll finish this one up. Oh, look, I ripped that just the right amount. That was lucky. Yeah, I couldn't believe I made everything go flying across the floor. I was like, damn it. First time I get organized, and I do that. Let's put that in with my magnet. Let's cut the moon. Okay, they were making some weird noises yesterday next door. This one is pretty heavyweight watercolor paper, so I'm going to cut this on the other machine because I think it will probably handle it better. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, so I've got a moon right there. Let's pop that in my magnet. So how's everyone doing today? I'll use these paints for my moon because they're out. So let's make it yellow, because moons are always yellow, right? Note to self, probably should always clean the brush before you paint, but I don't think it matters because it's Halloween. I'm going to build that up because it's quite a transparent paint. Hi, Anne. Yep, definitely should clean the brush. Hey, Vaughn. Sounds like you're really busy. That's a lot of people. Are they staying or just visiting? Okay, I'm just going to go in with one more. pre-order. So we'll put the moon in here. Get our bat, pop that in. So I found a chain. I was thinking we could make a little collar and put the chain on the collar. So let me grab another piece of paper. Did I throw that scrap away? Let's use this and make a collar. Where'd I put my scissors? So let us make, let's make the collar red. Yeah, because lime green's not going to show. We've already used purple. Let's use a cherry red and make a nice red collar. Oh, 10 days. Oh, congratulations. Your daughter's getting married. That means you are going to be busy. Yeah, you're right. The moon's never one color. I'm just going to paint this red, and then I'll cut it into a collar. I need some little studs. I don't think I've got anything tiny enough that's handy. Oh, you know what? I think I didn't put that away. Let me have a look. Hang on. Okay. Okay. So I think the collar can go to something like that. So let's get rid of this part here. Let's make that rounded a bit. Let's make a hole for our chain. What do I have? I have this. I'm going to try not to stab myself because I didn't have a mat up here. Actually, I do have a mat up here. Because that's thick watercolor paper, I will never be able to do it in the air. There you go. Hole. Open the chain. Get the thing through the hole. Oh, I know, right? It is a great stamp set. And the other person in there, just as cute. Okay. Close that. I'm going to glue this on first. And then I will put some studs, I think, in it. Okay. So let's glue that down. And my chain is going to need something a little stronger, so I'm going to use a glue dot. That's a chain for her little creature. And I have some liquid pearls. These are Nouveau drops. I was using this for something else and I didn't put it away. So it's probably going to be way too tiny for you guys to see, but I'm going to hold it up anyway, because it looks like little studs on the collar. We'll have to let it dry, and then I'm going to glue this side down as well. So little studs on the collar. Can you see that? A little bit. And then, oh, I had some words. I'm going to have to send a picture to Jo because these are her stamps. And it says the Savage Monster. Let me just hold that down until the glue grabs. Because of course it's got embossing powder, so it's going to take a little second or two to stick. I could have used a quicker grabbing glue, but I didn't. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, and then I do need to glue down the edge of the collar. Yeah, but there you go. She's got a little monster on a chain, and that's a Santa monster. I thought that's kind of cute. So it's like either hair or brains coming out. So, yeah, they are good, aren't they, Yvonne? Okay, so I'm going to set that aside to dry. I'm going to try not to drop anything on it. Then we're going to try the next experiment idea that I had. I had mentioned it to Seth on a live. Let me just put my thing in. Or maybe not. Let me just move these away. Okay. So I had said to Seth, his new stamp, EM139, looked like fish scales. So I am going to make a fish. Okay, let's find a piece of paper. I want to find something a little thicker that can stand the weight. Well, it's not very big, but a fish body is not going to be that big, right? So, well, let me find a big piece of paper. Oh, I could just stamp it right on there. I was going to color it. Let's do both. Okay, let me grab a...
Yeah, I can't remember her name. I think it's Nicole Bush. But I was like, oh, I know her.
All right, now, do I want to emboss this fish body? I have a feeling because this is a textured paper, it's not going to stamp as well as it could. So, it doesn't matter, it's a scrap of paper. And we're going to do it twice anyway. Probably should have embossed it because I don't think it's going to show up that well. My ink pad is not that juicy, but yeah, it's a bit too dark. So anyway, let me find another piece of paper. That doesn't mean to say I'm not going to use it. Honestly, why do I keep all these tiny little scraps? I don't give myself any working room at all. Let's emboss it. This was the piece I was using, right? Yeah. Let's see if I've got any embossing powder. Let's emboss that. Okay, so my original idea was I was going to use the paint in a very fine paintbrush, but these bits are very, very small. So I just grabbed some of my pit pens. I'm going to color it with the pit pens. I think that will be much easier. Let's make sure I got it all. I think I did. I'm going to give it a second to cool down. Ooh. That powder, the side of the ink pad is hot from being near the gun. Okay, we're going to give it 1 second. Ooh. Okay, I figured it might be just quicker to come in and color it with a pen. Obviously, it would be even quicker if you did a background and then just stamped right on top of it. But let's do a couple of different colors. My glass is hot too. To me, it just looked like mermaid or fish scales. Much quicker with a pen, I think. Let's do the lime green. And I think I'll come back in with a little bit more of the yellow down here because I didn't do any. I'm not sure where it's going to cut, so. Plus, I have no idea how this is going to look anyway. And maybe just do a little bit of the orange as well because it's here. After all, it's a rainbow fish. Okay. That's actually pretty cool if you put something else on it and use it as part of a background for a card too. Okay, let's find, I have here fish stamps. I'm going to use that instead of trying to cut a shape. So it could be on the whale, could be, I think I'll do a fish. I'll do that fish there. So let's find piece of paper. I'm not sure if nobody said anything or if I'm missing comments and it's so if you're asking me a question I'm not answering you, sorry, I don't see any comments. Okay, so we want this set of fish. I don't have a big enough block. We're going to have to use a stamp platform. We need some kind of color on the face as well. Let's do an orange face, and I'm going to go over this with some kind of shimmer or something, I think. Apparently I need a new marker. It's okay, it's giving us a base layer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this again on here so it gives me a place to cut it. So, I'm not sure how easy I'm going to see that. And if I flip it over, will it be reversed? So let me try, I think I'll start with him. Okay, let me get some black ink. And I'm just going to go, let's see, right on the side of the fin. I just need something I can see that to cut it, so that's good. And I'll start cutting it out. And I want to cut slightly in the line because I don't want, I want the black line of the fish to follow. So, that will get time. So I need to just cut slightly in a bit more. And then I need to color this line here. Trim a bit more here. Okay, so I'm going to glue that in here, but we are out of time. So we are going to finish this up tomorrow, and I think I have enough left. I can get this fish as well. So I also want to ink the edges. I'm going to give this a bit of a curve, actually. And I'm going to ink up the edges to make them more black. But there you go. My idea did work. So fish scales. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good evening. Bye.